Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I decided to do my own channel just because some things don't really relate to him. So I decided to do my first makeup tutorial. Um it turned out pretty good for my first time being a tutorial thing. Um Mind you, I did not speak just because I'm so nervous. I'm like, I don't know how people are gonna react to me. But thank you guys for watching me. Um, and yeah, so most of my products, like this one, um, I got it in my FabFitFun subscription box. So yeah, I used if I can find it, this from Sephora, um, this from Target. Everything's basically drugstore, except some things are from Sephora. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching me. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is use the Soothing Facial Mist from Garnier. Right now I don't have any makeup, but I am starting with the moisturizer and the face mist. I gotta dry it out, fan it out. Okay, now moving on to the next step, we're going to use the Pond's Moisturizer, Clarent B3. I actually bought this one in Mexico just because I haven't seen it here in the US. I do like this just because when I go to sleep or before my makeup, it's a good way to moisturize my face. Okay, so now we're using the Kiss Me Now lip scrub. It is Skittles flavor. It's really nice. It actually makes my lip skin cells feel more fresh. Okay, now moving on to my eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia shade Dark Brown. It's the dip brow that I use with a little brush. And the first thing I do is draw a line right underneath my eyebrow, the bottom part, just to show the form of type of shape I want for my eyebrow. I wasn't really happy with the first one I did just because I did the line a little too down there. But then after that, I shade in my eyebrows using the same line I used. Just shape it up. Just make sure that my eyebrow is looking a little full. I don't use that much of the eyebrow dip brow makeup just because I don't want my eyebrows to look like they've been tattooed on. Okay, now that I shaded in my eyebrow, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit. I am going to be using the neutral shade just because that's the one that I'm going to use for my eyebrows to make sure like I'm fixing it up a little to show my eyebrow shape. Okay, so the only thing that I'm doing now is just with the little line underneath just to shape my eyebrow, correct it basically if my eyebrow doesn't look correct, like right. So since I did do the line a little down below my eyebrow, I did try fixing it just a little bit just by using the neutral shade and not trying to use that much either because too much makes it look a little off and you don't want your eyebrows to show too much. Okay, I am still finishing shading in my eyebrows. I did put a little concealer on my eyebrows, so I'm just fixing it. And now I am going to be using the Maybelline New York Instant Ink Rewind, the Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. I'm using the Neutralizer shade. This one I'm using on my eyelids just for so the eyeshadow stays in place, and so my eyes don't look like messed up or anything like that. Okay, so now I'm using my finger to dab it out, spread it out so it's on there smoothly. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Per Be Your Selfie palette. I got this one again in the FabFitFun subscription box. The first thing I'm going to be using is the shade Strong. It's just going to be like the smoke eye. It's going to be at the end, so I don't care how it looks really. Just putting it on there at the edge of my eyelids, because then I'm going to be blending it later. Okay, so the only thing I'm doing now is just putting it all over my eyelid, trying to get it to match both sides of my eyes. Clearly I'm struggling a little just because I'm taking a while to match it. Yeah. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to be using is called Free. It's like a dark brownish. I'm going to be using it on the like the end part of my eyelid, just so I could add that shade Strong and Free together, just so it makes it a little darker so it can look like a smoke eye. I do like doing more of a natural look, so I don't do neon colors or those strong colors. And I am listening to music, but I don't want copyright issues, so I had to take off the audio. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the same concealer I used to prep my eyelids. This time I'm going to be cutting the crease. My eyes are not even. One is smaller than the other. So it is kind of harder to cut the crease, but I mean, when you put the makeup on, you won't be able to really notice it unless you really want to like stare at me. But yeah, so it is really hard because it actually I ended up putting the crease a little higher in the eye, so I had to put a little more eyeshadow on that one so it doesn't look so bad. And I'm trying again. So the only thing I'm doing right now is just putting back the concealer on my eyelids, cutting the crease, so then I could do the smoke eye and add different other colors. Okay, so now I'm using the Academy of Color Matte vs. Metal Molten Nudes eyeshadow palette. I bought it at Ross for $4.99. I'm going to be using the shade Toffee. It's at the bottom. I love it because I use that color like on my everyday life, to go out when I feel like going to the store and not look like a bum. I love this palette just because I love neutral colors. It does have the metal colors and the matte. I usually like matte because I'm not really of a metal type of colorful person. And right now, the only thing I'm doing is just adding it to the end where the crease is, so I can blend it in later. So I haven't blended it with the outside color yet. Right now I'm just putting some in there, so it's like the dark smoky eye color. Yeah. So this one is something that I would recommend buying. I haven't seen it at Ross anymore, so can't say. But now I'm going to be using the Expose shade in the same palette. I am listening to music again, so I am singing in the background. I don't know what song it is because I forgot. But yeah, so now I'm adding it to right next to it where I had added the toffee shade. And I'm adding Expose, and then more closer into my eyelid, I'm going to be adding a different color. I am literally looking at this video and I feel embarrassed for myself. Like, it's so unbelievable. But now I am going. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. But now I'm going to be using the Pure Eyeshadow. It is a light color. It blends. It's similar to the one in like Freedom and Expose. It's like a combination of both in the nudes palette. I do like neutral colors, and I feel like these are really nice. So now I'm just gonna add that Expose to make it lighter in the beginning of my eyelid. So right where my eye is. Okay, so now I am using Strong and Free at the bottom of my eyelid. So that's like at the bottom, so it's like it blends in with the top look, so it looks somewhat like where you would put eyeliner there. I know some people put their eyeliner under eye. Yeah, so that's the only thing I'm doing right now. Putting both colors that I use, Strong and Free, in the Pure palette. Um, so yeah. Okay, so I'm using the Purr palette. I'm going to be using the shade Charming. It's like a metal color. It does have glitter. I haven't tried actually putting on like the press-on glitter eyeshadow or like stuff like that. So I'm using the ones with the eyeshadow. And the only thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be prepping that in the beginning near my nose type of area. That's because it's going to be like having the metal going out to the smoke eye, more neutral color. Okay, now we're moving on to foundation. I'm going to be using the Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. This is my everyday life foundation. It's matte. It is full coverage. I am the shade 130, so it is beige. And I use a little brush to dab it around. Like just put it on there first, and then I use a bigger brush to blend in the foundation all over. But this one is like my favorite just because it's matte and it stays in there for like all day long. So yeah. So now I'm just going to be blending in the foundation all over my face. Okay, so now I'm going back with my concealer that I used to prep my eyelids. This time I'm going to be using the concealer to contour. I'm going to be putting it right under my eyelids. Then I'm going to put it where my forehead is, and then also where my chin is, just to make it look a little contour face. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Anastasia palette for the contour kit. I'm going to be using the three bottom brown shades mixed together to help me contour. I feel like they actually look nice when blended. And then first I'm starting where my cheekbones are. Make it look more, like a thinner face. And then I'm putting it in my forehead so my forehead doesn't look as big either. Contouring is really important when trying to look good, I guess. So yeah, now I'm just gonna be contouring my nose, And then after I do all this contouring, I'm going to be blending it out with a face with a little blender. Okay, so now I'm going to be using Airspun Loose Face Powder as my setting. I am the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. I bought this one at Target or Walmart. I forgot which one it was. But it is very drugstore. You can buy it on Amazon. I know that for sure. The only thing right now I'm going to be doing is going to be setting my face. First, I'm going to be doing it right where I contoured on both sides. Then I'm going to be doing it right underneath my eyelids. And then I'm going to be setting my where I put contour on my forehead. So right now all I'm doing is setting my face, and then yeah. Okay, so now I'm using this pink brush to get rid of all the excess for the setting powder. Just getting rid of all that so it doesn't look cakey or anything like that. The next thing I'm going to be using is the Sunkissed Mineral Bronzer. Um, it is literally like something I bought at Ross for $4.99. So I do like going to Ross because they do have some drugstore products that are, you know, worth. And I'm gonna be using the bottom three contour because mixed together they make a nice little bronzier look. And I'm just gonna be doing it where I contoured the rest of like the brown shade of my face. Okay, so now I'm using the Tarte blush. It's Parte. This one is like a very nice blush. I can use it all the time. Okay, so now moving on to almost like the second to the last part of this, my eyelashes. It is actually not the first time I do eyelashes, but I am really new at doing them. The eyelashes I'm using, I don't know the name of it. I bought them like the 5-pack at Walmart. So yeah, I do use a lot of drugstore products just because I wouldn't say cheap, but I don't have that much money. So, yeah, the first thing right now, I put glue. I was waiting for them to dry a little, and now I'm just putting in my eyelashes. I didn't know that my face was not in the camera like that. I am looking into a mirror, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, we're almost done with this look, and I appreciate those who are still watching me. Thank you. That eyelash I just put on did not want to stay and like stick on it. So, yeah, it was being stubborn. So I was struggling with that eyelash putting it on there. So, yeah. Okay, so I am adding mascara to the bottom of my eyelashes, just so it doesn't look weird with just eyelashes on top and nothing at the bottom. And then I'm using the setting spray. It's the NYX setting spray from Target, I believe. That one is just to set my face. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Lip Contour Set. I bought this one at Sephora. I don't like lip gloss as much. I prefer lap colors. But the first thing I'm going to be using is the lip pencil. And then I'm going to be using the matte lipstick. It is in the form of a lip gloss. So, yeah, right now all I'm doing is putting in the lip pencil. This color is dark. I do like dark colors, so yeah. I do apologize that I wasn't in the camera as much. Now, for future references, I will know to put the camera a little lower just so you know what I'm doing when I'm down there. Obviously, I am looking at a camera, so yeah. I am done with the lip pencil, so now I'm just gonna shade it in with the lip gloss matte color. These are very nice. I would recommend them. These are like where you're about to make a purchase at Sephora, and they're like right before you pay. So yeah, in case anybody wants to go get one. And the only thing I'm doing right now is just filling in the rest of my lipstick. Some was getting in my teeth, so yeah, whatever. This is my setup. My phone is my light, and my, there goes Luna. Um, Guys, I'm so excited to show you guys that I definitely got the Daisy palette. I am so in love with it. Like, the fact that it has this, like, I'm in love with this. Like, so my next makeup tutorial, I will be using this palette. You see, I haven't even used it, so yeah. Stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed my makeup tutorial.